retired Stewart Mazayo, chairpersons of all the committees, the principal secretary. Is she around? Devolution? She is around, eh? Okay, okay. Then the control of budget. Karibu sana. The chairperson, County Assemblies Forum, my friend, Mr. Pieremon Subulei, Mr. Kirago, the chairperson, Intergovernmental Relations. I don't know if I have left any other important person in this house because I'm selecting those who have arrived already. So I really want to thank you for coming, starting with His Excellency, the Prime Cabinet Secretary. Actually, the shortest name to give him is the Prime Minister. It's only that you have not reviewed our Constitution to give you that position. So I want to get this great pleasure to join and participate with you in this retreat. And as we have been told from the airport, this is the city of champions. But the town of heroes is in Meru, Mr. Sigei, Honorable Sigei. Heroes are in Meru. Champions are in Western Yishu. So if you want to see heroes, you go to Meru. Even Mau Mau and all these guys are from Meru. And by extension, I can donate to Nyeri County. Those are the areas with heroes. I don't want to follow this long speech which I was given by my team, but let me say that this retreat is a very unique one because it gives us a consultative forum with key independent governance, financial control, and accountability institutions, whose mandate cut across our 2/3 of government. That is why the majority leader is happy when he saw the control of budget, because, and also we also expecting the Auditor General also to join us, because those two institutions are very, very important to the Senate, because we cannot be able to monitor what is going on in the counties without those two institutions working hand in hand with us, and trying also to tell us the key areas where we should. You know, the director, is it deputy director? The control of budget, you know, you are taller than us, so I'm not able to engage her. So I request you change seats or you move so that we can be able to interact. Yeah. Because I remember in this session, we had a discussion with the Speaker of the Senate. And the issue was about the reports that come from the control of budget. And we felt that actually we need almost monthly reports if it will be possible. We want to do very disciplined oversight, not witch hunt. So with the information, you can be able to tell your governor, this is the position as at this month. You know, if you want to craft for me, just do it nicely. Yes. We want to do very professional oversight. You know, when we talk about oversight in the counties, the governors think we're interested in their seats, the next elections. But when we give facts and figures, they will have nowhere to learn to. Because we should tell them, this month you have paid so and so, you are primed for money to pay so and so companies who supplied. And this is the risk which you give the control of budget. But when the control of budget asks for the people who have been paid, they go and change the list and pay their friends, you know? Yeah, they divert the list, they pay some other companies. That is what at some point the control of budget and requesting that she should be able to monitor the accounts. And I don't know which majority or minority, which law we should change in the Senate to allow the control of budget also to monitor what is happening. You know, when she proposed that, she was almost fought physically by the governor's COG because they don't want to be monitored, the accounts, they don't want to be seen what is happening there. Don't mind the control of budget. I'm not on your case, but I'm happy that we'll have a session that we can interact with you. For the benefit of that bit, the deputy clerk, because I saw a presentation is tomorrow. I don't know, you can change it to today afternoon before the majority leader leaves, because he has some serious engagements tomorrow. So you see how you can change a bit so that you can be able to interact with that today. Honorable Senators, our committees have really performed so well. And I want to give a bit briefly some observations from my desk, overall performance of our Senate committees. And generally, committees have recorded marked increase in generation of business by senators through requests for statements, petitions, and private members' bills. There is positive impact also in processing of bills due to co-sponsoring of bills between members of the National Assembly and the Senate. Actually, from where we stand, we have realized that when a bill is co-sponsored, if you have a bill from the Senate and you have somebody else in the Senate, another member in the National Assembly to co-sponsor the bill with, these bills have learned so fast. But the bills which are individually sponsored, they get stuck at the National Assembly. But when you get somebody there, you can sponsor the bill with. That method is working, and I really encourage members of the Senate and also from the other side to use that route, which is giving us more fruits and fast. Also, there is a great measure. Committees have experienced minimal. The majority leader, you know, from my desk, chairs have modified on how to operate in their committees so that they can overcome that challenge you mentioned of quorum issues. That is why you send the chair transport meets at 9 a.m. There is this chair justice and legal affairs. He meets around very early also, 8 a.m., even on Mondays, even on Fridays. So these chairs have really come up with some modern ways of meeting their committees. So I don't want as the chair to condemn them because of the quorum issues, but chairs, it is your responsibility to know how you run your committee, how you treat your team. You know, sometimes chairs are called, if you want to see how committee is good performing, you look at the chair. If the committee is not performing, the chairs are a bit not so impactful. But for all the chairs in the liaison, this Senate, I want to give you a clean A, because you have really conducted your committees in a very organized way. I also want to thank the Secretariat, the directors of the committees, the clerk and his deputies, and the entire Secretariat. Because for sure, I think where we are, the last Senate, which I was not a member, which Senator Musalia was a member, the majority leader was a member, I think we have really overtaken that Senate, isn't it? Chairs, we have already overtaken you. Because where we are today, I think we have produced more views, majority leader can agree with me, than the last Senate. I'm happy because today, you know, the cabinet minister, we changed our standing orders to allow cabinet secretaries to appear to the Senate. We have some things to tell you. I don't know, maybe in camera, I don't know how we'll be able to tell you those issues, our experience with the cabinet secretaries. Since you are their team leader, during plenary, we'll be able to discuss that with you, but you will seek some advice whether we do it in camera, maybe 10 minutes, or because, you know, some of these things should not go to every year, because also since tunachunga serikali. So we don't want also to see how we'll be able to discuss with you during plenary. So I don't want to give you any comment now. On the 29th of May, as you put it, both the minority leader put it, pursuant to Article 113(2) of the Constitution and standing under 167(3), the Senate of Kenya approved the mediated version of the Division of Revenue Bill, which increased the county equitable share from 391 billion, which was proposed by the National Assembly, to 400 billion. Senate then proposed 415 billion. But during the mediation, we went up to 400 billion. The minority leader thanked that committee, the mediation committee from the Senate. So this room, you should know that that mediation committee was run by by Senator Kathure and Senator Chute, Senator Mudavadi. So I request you give a warm clap. And Senator Kajwang, yes, Senator Kajwang was also a member. So that team was able to raise the Division of Revenue Bill from 391, which was proposed, to 400 billion. So we increased monies going to the counties from 385 billion the last financial year to 400 billion. That is, we gave 15 billion more to the counties. How I wish the chair, COG, or the representative is here, because we want to lead a riot act to the COG and the governors. We have increased money to them. Whoever much is given, much is expected. We have increased their money by 15 billion. So we wanted to see Kenyans get service. And the Senate will be very, very little this time. I'm happy the chairman, County Public Accounts Committee is here, and he will give us his opinion on the performance of the counties. So our two committees, led by CPAC, by Senator Kajwang, County Public Investments Committee, led by Senator Sosi. We request that you bring these on-the-10 accounts to the current financial year. Whatever magic you use, I don't know what you do to make sure that we oversight the current governance in the office. When you invite my governor, for example, and then you are maybe examining on-the-10 accounts for 2020, 2021, when Mr. Kiraitu was the governor, she will just come laughing there because she was not the governor then. But when you bring 2022, 23 on-the-10 accounts, I will be there seated with you from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 6. That is why sometimes when you call me for maybe Meru Water Services, or the 10 accounts for 2020, I don't see any need of coming there, because when the governor was told wananchi on ground, I was not the governor then. So even when I come and see there with her, I don't think I'll be benefiting from that only. But if you bring from 2022, 23, I'll be attending those sessions from morning to evening. So whatever magic you might use, we will be very happy that that you come to spend in those on-the-10 accounts. To the county assemblies, you know you're in the first tier, Honorable Piramon and the county assemblies forum. You're in the first tier of oversight. You are overseeing the CECs and the departments. So we want to see you, even when the Auditor General brings the reports. Not many counties debate those reports or they examine to see what the Auditor General is saying. I don't know whether also you receive reports from the Controller of Budget, directly from the Controller of Budget's office, so that also the county assemblies are well briefed on what is happening in those two offices. So I request that also you are PAC and PIC and Finance Committee, and also budget. You look into that matter and see what should be done. I don't want to add to those remarks, but I want to say that you are most welcome to this consultative forum. This is just a discussion. So after this, during plenaries, let us discuss everything that we think can be able to help our country. The Senate is very committed. My committee is very committed to work, all the committees, SBC, where these gentlemen sit, the leadership, they are ready also to make sure that Kenya gets to another level. Let us leave a legacy. These 5 years we are here, we are around. We don't know where some of us will be after 2027. Some maybe might run for other positions. Others maybe might come back. But I wish, you know, the turnover in the Senate, I don't know it is, the National Assembly, Ikoshinda, the turnover is almost 70%. 70% of the members of the National Assembly, after elections, they are swept. But I don't know the statistics in the Senate, Senator Mazayo, but most of the senators don't go back to the Senate. Maybe they try some other positions. So those who will be back, I wish you well, those who will be contesting. Those who will go to the governors, I wish you the best. Yeah, I can see now those two, you have already declared your interest where you are going. So even me, if God talks to me that I should go to the governor position or to the president, you also wish me well. Because there are other positions. Besides the governor, there is also the president. The deputy president, you cannot run as a deputy president, but you can run as a president. So one day I might even decide to join and ask the prime cabinet secretary to be my running mate from Western and then myself from the mountain. Yeah? So that we win the presidency. So with all these remarks, thank you very much. Is it the time to invite the Prime Cabinet Secretary? Yes. Karibu sana the Prime Cabinet Secretary. Makofi ya PCS. Upstanding so that also you can rest a bit. Karibu sana Waziri Mkuu. Utabadilisha sheria usijali.
Okay, please be seated.